Welcome back everyone to TTS Daily, I'm Yi. Now we're in Thailand, where the body of Chanarong, an 18-year-old vocational student, was found in the Prachinburi River at Prachinburi Province, Thailand. His body was discovered floating near a fish cage on February 17 around 11:30 am after being in the water for about 3 days. He was wearing a white t-shirt and cream shorts. Chanarong, male, 18, disappeared from his home on February 14 around 1 am. His girlfriend initially thought he might have gone to a friend's house as he left his home without bringing his phone or even using a motorcycle. The next day, police conducted a search on February 15 at the housing estate where he lived, but he wasn't found. Later that day, listen to this carefully, Chanarong's mother dreamt that her son appeared to her in her dream, saying his body was bloated and in the river. So Chanarong was reportedly involved with gambling websites, though this was not widely known among his relatives, and he has undisclosed gambling debts. So there are speculations that his death could be linked to said debts. So after he appeared in his mother's dream, he was found 2 days later at Prachinburi River, bloated, was allegedly said in his dream. There were speculations about an accident or misadventure. Abduction was considered but dismissed due to the presence of many security cameras. The body has been sent for a forensic examination to determine the cause of death before funeral arrangements could proceed. Our thoughts and condolences to Chanarong and his loved ones. We're in Malaysia right now, where the Setia alum Pew Pew man, the one that was responsible for the February 8 Pew Pew at Setia City Mall, injuring a cleaner with 4 Pew Pew into the cleaner's legs and buttocks, has been found. So the suspect was unalive during a police Pew Pew out after a 10-day manhunt. The operation took place in a hotel room in Pulau Ketam Kelang at around 3 am on February 18. 2 loaded Pew Pews were also found with the suspect. The suspect in his 30s had 9 prior criminal records, including substance-related offences and robbery. He had been hiding in the hotel for 2 days. To recap once again, on February 8, the suspect allegedly Pew Pew a cleaner at Setia City Mall in Selangor, injuring his legs and buttocks. He then carjacked a family's vehicle, holding them for 45 minutes to escape at the highway. After the Pew Pew, he forced a mall visitor to drive him away, eventually escaping near the Shah Alam Expressway. More than 10 bullet casings were found at the mall. The social media was filled with reports and videos of the incident. Post-shooting, security was heightened in malls and public areas, and police units across states were on alert. Till now, we still do not know the reason for the Pew Pew at the mall. The Home Minister urged the public not to panic, highlighting the police preparedness and quick response. The case is being investigated under severe legal charges related to firearms and attempted. We're back in Singapore right now, where the Singapore Police Force have just shared 2024 physical crime statistics. Okay, shop theft cases increased by 7.6% from 2023 to 2024, adding about 300 more cases to the 3,939 reported in 2023, making up 21.2% of total physical crimes. Wow, I feel like, editor, you might need a pie chart or something. Total crime saw a marginal increase from 19,966 in 2023 to 19,969 in 2024. So can we say physical crimes have been controlled since they only increased by 3 in 2024, and this number is actually quite alarming. 19,969 physical crimes in 2024 divided by 365 days is an average of 54 physical crimes a day in Singapore. This is way higher than I expected, okay? I think most of you are like me. We expected the number to be much lesser in our little Singapore. Once again, low crime doesn't mean no crime, okay? The major concerns of physical crimes are shop theft, outrage of modesty, and voyeurism, okay? And notable locations for high shop theft includes NTUC FairPrice at Jurong Point, Watson's at Suntec City Mall, and Cold Storage at Plaza Singapura. Okay, so big malls with shops tend to get more shop thefts instead of neighborhood areas, it seems. Okay, and the reasons for increase in shop theft, strangely enough, is because we now have better CCTV detections and technology, so more shop thefts are being discovered through footage. Okay. Shop theft is a significant crime among youth arrests, with thefts occurring at supermarkets, beauty shops, and similar retail environments involving items like personal care products and cosmetics. Oh, personal care products and cosmetics. Okay, I was actually thinking more of things that interest me, like toys or gadgets, okay? But okay, alright, cosmetics and personal care products. The SPF, Singapore Police Force, collaborates with MOE for educational talks in schools, community engagement through Coffee with a Cop, and the Shop Theft Awareness for Retailers program, which is STAR. The SPF has emphasized on community vigilance and prompt reporting to manage and reduce crime, And then for other physical crimes, like mentioned earlier, outrage of modesty and voyeurism, outrage of modesty decreased by 6.6%, with many cases involving known perpetrators. Okay, voyeurism cases increased by 9%, with incidents mostly at residential areas, shopping complex, and public transport. Not surprised voyeurism is on the rise because, we have cameras everywhere now, and even pinhole cameras are becoming a problem. For other physical crimes, there's a slight decrease in housebreaking and theft, but an increase in cases from 4 to 10 in 2024, with all suspects identified and most known to victims. Despite some increases, there's confidence in maintaining low crime rates with community support, aiming to keep Singapore among the safest countries. Well done. Good job, Singapore. Okay, on Singapore roads, on February 15, 2025 at 9:50 p.m, a 45-year-old man was driving a Volkswagen against traffic on Bangkit Road, Bukit Panjang, Singapore. Driving against traffic, maybe he's unaware or I am not sure, okay? So, a traffic police officer ordered him to stop, but he sped off instead. What? The police pursued him for about 5 kilometers, finally stopping him on Chua Chu Kang Avenue 4 where he was arrested. He was arrested for dangerous driving, reckless behavior, right? Driving without a valid license, driving without valid insurance, failing to stop when instructed by a police officer. Police investigations are ongoing. A resident named Lin heard a sharp braking sound and saw a police car blocking the Volkswagen. She counted 6 or 7 police cars at the scene, creating a commotion. She also saw a bespectacled man, the driver, exit the car, handcuffed, and sit at the roadside. Officers searched his car with flashlights. Another resident, Peng, heard engine noise around 10 p.m, initially thinking it was a modified car. He then saw 3 police cars arrive, followed by many traffic officers. The incident lasted about 2 hours, and a tow truck finally removed the Volkswagen and the man was taken away in a police car. Wow, first of all, Singapore is pretty small. Not sure the driver have any ideas of where he thought he might get to by speeding off. Singapore has CCTV coverage pretty much every inch of the island, so, For our last story of the day, please share this with any friends of yours that are parents or have young children, okay? Gerber, Soothe and Chew Tifting Sticks, okay? They come in strawberry, apple and banana flavors, are recalled due to a choking hazard for babies and young kids. The SFA, Singapore Food Agency, is overseeing the recall in Singapore, and Red Mart is pulling the product as directed by SFA. Nestle USA, Gerber's parent company, initiated the voluntary recall after US consumer complaints, okay? This recall was announced in the US on January 31st, 2025, and SFA has followed up on February 17, 2025. Choking incidents were reported, including 1 emergency room visit in the US as of January 31st. No serious injuries confirmed, but caution triggered the action. And this is also one of my fears. I've seen children or young babies eating these so-called tifting products, where it's supposed to elevate tifting issues, gum issues, let them chew, but instead of them holding it in their hand to chew it softly, they actually put the whole mini stick in their mouth and start, chewing on it. I think that is not the intended way to consume it. You're supposed to hold it and bite on it. But, parents don't really supervise their young ones sometimes, and they just put the whole thing in their mouth and then just swallow it in their mouth, not really biting. So, yes, so take care and, watch out for any stuff that you feed your young ones.